really beautiful glow on the cheeks. It's a beautiful glow. The glow comes out. It's got some glow. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I guess I would say just kind of classic things that I always love, like a pinky cheek, a neutral eye, light lid. Love this lip color. It is a new / it's back, and that's very exciting. Products. We've got some good things to talk about. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me's, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, Friday favorites, let's get to it. Okay, so for eyes, I'm still loving this palette from Clio, a K-Beauty brand. This is the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, I don't remember, but I will list it and link it down below for you. I've mainly been loving this one, and this one in my crease. I just kind of like mix them all together. This is a very light, neutral, mostly matte palette, but I love it. Like it really, I said this before, I just realized kind of how fair I am, and this ends up being just a really beautiful, softer kind of makeup look. It's just, I mean, that doesn't look like much, but that's why I love it, is that it's just more subtle and soft and beautiful. So mainly wearing those shades right there in my crease, all over my lid, and then a little bit of, what did I use? I think mainly like these two right here, because that one's more gray, so mainly these two in the outer corner from this palette. So I'll show you swatches of these. I mean, this one has some good, like that one's a little bit, you know, more mid-tone or something. So mainly these from this palette. Beautiful. They are blendable. Just a softer, more beautiful look. Today as my liner, I'm wearing just a dark brown shadow, which is usually more subtle, but I wet my brush and I was like, man, that ended up being pretty intense. So that's just powder on my eyes as my liner. So I wasn't really doing this. I was more doing just like a powder, but not wetting my brush. But it was just funny how much that kind of changed the look by wetting my brush. So I've been loving that. If I want a little bit more warmth in my outer corner, I have been reaching for this CoverGirl Clean Color. I love these. They are really nice quality, very blendable. This is Spiced Copper. So this one right here is what I have been just getting the tiniest little bit of this in my outer corner. There was one day that I mixed this on my lid with what I'm about to show you next, so I will show you a swatch of that too. My hands are so dry, as usual. Here are those. So mainly that one in my outer corner, beautiful kind of like warm, mustardy, coppery sort of color. I love it. And then this one's a beautiful golden copper shade. It's very light catching and beautiful. So both great palettes. This one overall is very kind of like, it's in the same sort of, there's not a lot of like, you know, like this one is not that far off from this one. So, you know, it's not like it's a dark chocolatey brown to kind of give a lot of difference in tone, I guess you would say, in this palette. So maybe that's like the one slightly negative, but it's not really a negative. It's just something to know about this palette. I find that I have to kind of mix it with other things, either lighter shades for blending or a deeper shade for a liner or something like that. Anyway, that's a side note on this, but I love the formula of it. It's really good. And then on the lid, Lottie London sent me a package of some adorable little minis for Christmas. And this is the Lottie London, the Troublemaker. I think that's the name of it. Find Me in Shimmer Squad is what it says. So yeah, there you go. But this is what it looks like. I've been using this on my lid, and I've been using it either just by itself, which that is beautiful. Even by itself, it packs a punch and it is really pretty. Or I have been using it with some setting spray. So what I did today is I mostly applied it just like this, and then I got the tiniest little bit on my brush, sprayed my brush, and then just kind of tapped right here on the inner part of my lid, just for the slightest bit more of metallic, kind of right above that part of my eye. I don't know why I love a little bit more metallic sheen right there. it's like it just brings more attention to the eyes or something. So it's a beautiful highlight. I mean, it's gorgeous on the cheeks, really, really pretty. A little bit goes a long way with it. I don't know if I can kind of show you like more diffused. Yeah, so you can like soften it and get it more diffused, but then it's really pretty on the eyes too. That's what I've kind of been doing. It's just a little bit more neutral, and then, you know, the kind of pop of the lighter shade. And then mostly usually just a softer powder liner, but today things got a little crazy. Okay, for cheeks, I've been doing a little combo of these two. So this is a K-Beauty brand. It says Juicy Pang, and this is the shade. It's a jelly blusher, and this is in the shade, I think, VL01. I'll try to, like, you know, figure out the info and put it down below for you. So this is beautiful, but I found that I really had to kind of get down into it, and then, like, I don't have to be light-handed when I go in with my brush with this. Like, I can, you know, really get a good amount of product on my brush, but then when I do that, it's beautiful. This has a really interesting kind of jelly sort of a texture to it. It reminds me of the old Maybelline, were they Dream Bouncy blushes, I think they were called? They were like from a long time ago. But they have this sort of like, it's almost like they're a cream, but I'm sure if I squish it, it would squish down. You know what I mean? It's one of those like squishy blushes. But it's so cute, and this is a beautiful pink. Just like a classic, gorgeous, like not super bubblegum necessarily. It's just a classic, sweet, cool tone pink, I would describe it as. It's not super peachy. But it's really, really pretty when you kind of tap it on with a small stipple brush. So that's what I've been using, is getting it on my brush, really kind of being generous with my brush in the product, and then tap it on. It ends up giving this really beautiful glow on the cheeks. It's got a glow. Like, I don't feel like you can really see it as well in the swatch, but on your cheeks, the glow comes out. It's a beautiful glow. It's got some glow. Okay, and then also, Lottie London also sent me one of their mini ombre blushes, and this is an exposed, and oh my goodness, I love their blushes. They're just so good. This one is beautiful. It's got glow too. So probably the glow on my cheeks is a combo of these two. So there is that right there. This is more of a peachy pink, and it's kind of satiny. Like, it's not like they're super duper glowy, but that beautiful glow. Like, this is probably my favorite kind of glow in a cheek product, because it's not super metallic, so it doesn't accentuate texture on the cheeks, because I have broken capillaries, and, you know, it can get a little crazy. I also have a pimple today, so that's always fun. But, you know, it's like, it's just, it doesn't accentuate the texture as much. Like on this cheek. This is my textured cheek, and I feel like it, you know, it's pretty, like, forgiving on that. So, such a good combo. I love them individually, but they're really beautiful together. Okay, I covered up the blemish a little bit more. I heard somebody say that years ago. Like, I said something about a zit or a pimple, and someone said, call it a blemish. Like, that's, I don't know, a little softer of a term for it, or I guess. So I covered up the blemish. There you go. I'm excited about this. Revlon brought back their, I think these are called like the Glass Shine Balms. Before they were in a beautiful sleek black packaging. Now they're in this beautiful white packaging. I'm very excited about these. They are gorgeous. I've gotten several colors and they're great. The one that I've been reaching for the most is the Glossed Up Rose shade 005. So it is that kind of balm sort of packaging, because these are a soft, balmy sort of lip product, so you don't need to like really, you know, get it into your lips. I mean, it just really has that soft sort of emollient formula. So a little bit goes a long way with it, but oh my goodness, it is so glossy and beautiful and hydrating feeling, and this is the most beautiful rosy shade. I love it so much, and I feel like it's a pretty good neutral-ish shade for me, because it's not that far off from my natural lip color. So I really, really like this one. Like, I've been reaching for this one a lot. And it's got a little bit of like almost a raspberry, I would say, sort of a pink. It's got that kind of a tone to it. And these have like a soft, subtle vanilla scent to them, which I love so much. So I think everything about these is just fancy and luxurious and comfortable and beautiful. I'm so excited about these. And I heard someone say that they maybe discontinued them before because it's like they were ahead of their time. Because I'm trying to remember, I feel like it was more, and it wasn't all that long ago, I don't think. But I think things were more kind of matte, liquid lipstick probably during that time. And now I think people appreciate more of that shiny, balmy sort of product right now. So I'm very excited about them. Okay, those are all my favorites. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!